Dear Diary, I just had an amazing meeting with this fabulous woman. I just met like a beautiful, dynamic, intelligent, articulate, friendly, joyful, conscious woman who was just a regular woman. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like so grateful for the opportunity that I had to meet up with this woman, Kay. She's a subscriber. That's how I met her. She's so much more than a subscriber, of course, but I'm just saying, like, that's our relationship to each other, like how we met. And she reached out to me because she's in the area, and I'm sure I said I think it was like around the time that I said, well, I have to create a life for myself in Atlanta. I need to like create relationships and things to do in life, and create a life here. And she reached out to me and said, well, I'm in Atlanta, if you would like to get together, whatever. So I looked up her profile and I saw that she had like an interesting, positive, professional looking profile and everything. And so I was like, okay, she seems like a cool person. And yeah, so we met up today. And the reason why I'm coming to you, Dear Diary, is because it is so funny how life is. Like, you ask for something and then you get it. Like, I asked for something and I get it. I was just telling her that one of the things I prayed for is that through the energy that I put out, like through, like in reciprocation of for the energy that I put out, that I receive my abundance, my prosperity through that, through that energy that I put out. Like, that energy goes out and brings back to me, prosperity and money, relationships, experiences, opportunities, just to be in the flow that, the creative work that I'm doing, and to get into the flow, to be in the flow of creative production and contribution to the world through my passions, things that I like to do, like whatever energy that I put out there, whatever I give. And through something that I give, which is give my energy, which is YouTube, I met this wonderful woman. And gosh, we just had such a very inspiring conversation. So yeah, I came here, Dear Diary, because it is amazing how I can see so clearly. Like, I can hear, like, she's saying these things. She was saying things to me that were like as if I'm talking to myself. Like, things that I have said to myself, thoughts that I've had, ways of thinking about myself and the world that I've had. And then I see this amazing, dynamic woman saying these same things, like that, like of her dreams, of her goals, of her aspirations. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, you got this, girl. Like, no problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are all that you want to be and do in your life. And so, no problem. Like, I can like, yeah, of course, you can do all that easily, because like, that is so who you are. Like, the stuff that she was saying, about her dreams and goals, like, they're not the same as mine, but they're very similar. Like, they're similar, but just that I could see so clearly that she could have it so easily. We are like, but it's funny that I can't see it that clearly. It's like it's cloudy when it's for me. You know, I can see people's potential and their ability to be amazing. And I'm not saying this dear diary for any one who might be reading this diary or watching this diary to feel like I'm asking you like to lift me up and tell me, oh, good things. No, what I'm saying is that, isn't it funny how it's like we can't see ourselves so clearly? And I'm talking about me. I want to say you know, I'm not here to preaching to anyone who might be watching or reading this diary. I'm saying, like, it's so funny how, like, I can hear myself sounding like my friend Pat saying to me, oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah, of course. Look how much, you know, look, you can live your dream. Yeah, you got that. Of course, you know. And so I see, yeah. So I just had like a very interesting mirror moment where it's like I'm looking at this person in the mirror, and I know that, you know, as our relationship progresses, she's not always going to be my, you know, I'm not going to always see her as my mirror, but it was for a purpose, for me to just see how much my mind limits myself in terms of what I think it's possible, like what I really believe is possible. I could say like, oh, this guy, you know, everything is possible, but then it's like, but I'm not this enough, and I'm not that enough, or when I get to this point, or when I get to that point, then, you know, maybe if it was that, or one day this, like, when I can see so clearly in the people around me that the day is today, like, you have it right now. Create, like, establish your vision and move toward it. Like, establish or not establish your vision, because obviously my vision is not established through me, but I'm saying, like, to focus on the vision, like, get clear about the vision and move toward that. Yeah, so I just wanted to just say, dear diary, that I'm just grateful for the way that the universe, life will show us the lessons that we need to learn, and even in gentle ways, if I'm willing to listen, when I'm willing to listen, or willing to, like, when I'm open to seeing it. And even though it's like I don't know how I'm going to get to the place of, like, I was watching a conference. I saw this woman who, you know, shared this story. Her name is Precious Williams. I'm sure it's not the Precious Williams from the movie Precious, but it was this woman, Precious Williams, who was just telling the story of, like, how she got to college, how she became a lawyer, and, like, you know, how she just went for her goals, and she just always believed in herself, and how she would saying, like sharing with us her positive self-talk, like, or her self-talk, like, I can do, get, you know, climb a mountain. I can do that. I'm Precious Williams. Precious can do that. Precious, nothing gets in Precious's way. And it was just so interesting to have the insight of a person who, like, is, like, has overcome odds, and hear the self-talk, and, like, and accomplished goals, and hear the self-talk that the person has. There's another person I watch on YouTube, and she often says, I've never had a problem with self-esteem. Like, you know, I might be overweight, because, you know, of course I watch weight loss channels or whatever, but she's like, self-esteem is not my problem. That is cool. And I think that must be a similar thing. It must be like an issue of self-esteem, that's like, if I don't see myself the same way, like, I can get it like that. Oh, I'm Precious Williams, I can just get it like that. Like, I could just do that, like, no problem. I need to be more assured, for me, it's not about, like, I guess that's like, I just need to be more assured and clear that if I have a vision that's placed in me, or a desire that's placed in me, and it is, the intentions behind it are good, and the, you know, it's not, obviously it's not hurting anybody, and it's just, you know, it's creative work, whatever it is, or it's, I don't know, an idea like, oh, I want to have a beautiful bedroom, I want to have a house in the Bahamas. Like, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. So if anybody can have a house in the Bahamas, I can have a house in the Bahamas. If anybody could have a beautiful bedroom, then I can have a beautiful bedroom. Like, it's a matter of consciousness. It's a matter of consciousness. It's a matter of awareness. It's a matter of what I believe and what I'm willing to believe, what I dare to believe is possible. The sky's the limit. The only limitation is my belief about myself in the situation. So I have to get a higher, more expanded thought, knowing, understanding about who I am. And that is how I become more fit to love myself, fit to love me. Bomb. That's it. So that's a ramble. That's my video of my day 2 of the 100-day challenge I have, where I'm posting a video every day, and I'm switching up my channel. I'm doing different kinds of content. I am living more fully, living more out loud. Like, basically showing different aspects of myself on this channel and sharing them with whoever's reading or watching my diary. The end.